Hey everyone, my name is Scott and I'm an alcoholic. Um, Good morning. It's getting quite nice out today. Um, I'm gonna talk about acceptance, the seeking of acceptance and finding acceptance within myself, and finding acceptance with my life circumstances and what that means to me. Now, to start with seeking acceptance, in my past, I didn't seek acceptance as I usually do nowadays. I cared about what people thought about me, and I also just didn't give a fuck at the same time. It was unhealthy. Um, of course, we can find acceptance anywhere. It doesn't matter who's it from. Once we get approval from someone, and I'm speaking about me, I I can I can get it anywhere. If it's just a quick nod of the head or somebody that I'm hanging out with and they're talking with me and I persuade them to agree with me with what I'm saying, seeking acceptance, in my opinion, is I gotta get people to agree with me, and I gotta get people to like me, because I have to be right, and you better approve of that, or else, well, you're wrong. And that's where I go with seeking acceptance from people, but also seeking acceptance in ways where I find a group of people that I can get drunk with, and they'll accept me definitely because they're drinking too. Why shouldn't they? And I do all sorts of absurd and crazy shit to get acceptance and affection. I I'm not going to go into too much detail with that, but seeking affection, which is a form of acceptance itself, is something that's bringing me down lately. And what that does is it completely disconnects me from finding the real source of my problems, and final, looking within myself and finding what's wrong with Scott. What character defects do I display on a day-to-day basis? What prompts me to go out and do those absurd and crazy things? I Instead of looking at that and accepting myself and my own problems, and because that's where it lies at, somewhere in some book it says acceptance is the key to all my problems, and I agree with that wholeheartedly, but I don't agree to it to the extent where it solves all my problems. Acceptance is the beginning, and I mean, we have to have a basis. We have to understand that, and 100%, I have to understand that I have this problem. I have this mental illusion that what I'm doing is justified, what I'm doing is okay, and I will lie to myself. Seeking acceptance from other people, I'm not much of an extrovert, and I don't go out there seeking attention from all eyes and ears, but I do my own fair share of seeking attention, whether it's on through Facebook, or, like I said earlier, doing some crazy shit and telling people about it, because that's what I see Scott. I see Scott as this crazy person who who lights his life on fire and fucking watch this, everyone. And it's dangerous, and it's deadly. And if you know me personally, you know the roads that have taken me down to. Um, it's it's an ugly sight. And then I'm on that hospital bed wondering, where did I go wrong? What happened this time? And it's so obvious, it's glaringly obvious everything that I did wrong. And people see it miles before it happens. So I have to find acceptance for myself. I have to accept that I'm an alcoholic, and I got this strange mental incapacity to be normal, to think normally, because I know I don't. I have this perception that's twisted and contorted, and I'll lie to myself. I'll lie about the world. I'll tell me that the world is a bad, cold place. It's desolate, and it doesn't care about me. And if I'm thinking that, then I'm in some form of way, kind of okay with myself, because if the world's this cold, dark, evil place, then why can't I be? And I become okay with that. And if that's not twisted and contorted, then I don't know what the fuck is, because we see people in prison who have that viewpoint of life, that this world is an ugly place. And if you look at what they did, and that they were okay with it at the time, it shows you what that kind of perception does. I have to find a way to accept myself. If you can accept yourself and the life circumstances that you're in, you can build a basis off of that and go further. Acceptance is a first step towards action, taking action towards it. And of course, you have to figure things out, but you can't control it. You can't control this 100%. So I have to ask for help. And with that, I can find acceptance in myself. If I'm able to ask for help, then I accept that I'm not okay, and that there's a problem. I need your help to get past this. It was just an idea that prompted me to make this video, because, as I said earlier, I've been doing some crazy things, and it's all for getting attention. It's all for acceptance in some way or some form. Today, when I woke up, I was okay with myself. It's not always like that. So, it's a good day, and I hope you all enjoy it. And I don't know what else to say, but I do know that that we're all going to be okay. And with that, I'll pass.